reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR
Okay, we're back here after some minor technical difficulties. We're almost ready to start the basketball game. You're listening to the Bailey Enterprises pregame show here. Go with Bailey at the Pit Stop Travel Centers in Lander, Riverton, Powell, and Worland. So the Lander Tigers find themselves in the third place game after a heartbreaking loss to Douglas last night. The Tigers had the tying shot with 10 seconds to go. Unfortunately, it was blocked from behind, and the Douglas Bearcats got the rebound, and they went on to win 41-38. So Lander plays Buffalo today, a 37-33 loser to the Lyman Lady Eagles. Ernie Over along with Josh Henninger here today at Casper College T-Bird Thunderbird Gym for the third place game in Class 3A. And, we have this little transfer, this old shuffle we have to do after each game. The previous radio stations have to get out of the way, and then we have to come in. And so that leaves us with no time here for our pregame show. The Buffalo Bison starting lineup is being introduced, and we'll get them as they come out. The Lander Lady Tigers are the home team today, and the Bison are the visiting team. So Kendall Tejan is coming out as a starter for Buffalo. Tess Rule is coming out. She's only a sophomore. Another sophomore, Lexi Rule. A junior, Cantrell Rosales. And a senior, Danica Boyce. So those are the 5 starters for the Buffalo Bison, brought to you today by the Sutherland's Home Improvement Warehouse, Fremont County's Home Improvement Center. So now, Talene Tendor coming out for the Lander Tigers. She's a sophomore. Demi Stauffenberg, a senior, coming out. Next will be a senior, Ryan Bell. Then we will have a senior, number 15, Whitney Hansen, and a junior, Megan Winfield. So the Tigers going with Demi Stauffenberg, Whitney Hansen, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who did I miss? Ryan Bell. Okay, so we're ready to go. Big disappointing loss last night. I talked to Coach Stauffenberg before the game, Josh, and he said they played as hard as they have all season long, and it just didn't fall for them.
Yeah, just a couple of empty possessions, a couple of three-point shots didn't go their way, and that was really all that could have gone their way to give them the victory.
Okay, the tip goes to the Buffalo Bison, and Tess Rule has it with now on the far side. Rule has it underneath the basket to Danica Boyce, and the ball is thrown away. A turnover, and the Lander Tigers get the ball for their first time. Just underway here at Sweet Erickson Casper College Thunderbird Gymnasium on the campus of Casper College. Nice crowd on hand here today for this third place game in the Consolation Championship. Newcastle disposed of Torrington quite handily, and the Newcastle Doggies are the consolation champion. Here's Tendor. Tendor is fouled as she drives the lane on the right side. Personal foul is going to be picked up by number 3, Tess Rule. Not a shooting foul, so the Tigers have it out. There's Demi Stauffenberg into Ryan Bell to Winfield. Back over to Stauffenberg for 3. In and out, not good. Rebound, Whitney Hansen. Turnaround jumper, no, not good. Rebound pulled down there by Tess Rule. Outlet pass goes down to Rosales. Rosales under the basket, shots up, not good. Rebounded by Demi Stauffenberg. So here come the Tigers now. Ryan Bell on the right side outside over to Stauffenberg on the left wing. Winfield for 3 is short, not good. Battle for the rebound is won by Danica Boyce of Buffalo. She brings it down to the playmaker, Kendall Tejan. Tejan around the horn it goes to Tess Rule. Back out on top and around the horn to Tejan. In the middle to Boyce. Boyce now hands it off to Rosales. Rosales can't shoot. Cuts it out on top to Tejan. Tejan underneath the basket. Shots up and off by Boyce, not good. Rebounded by Talene Tendor for the Tigers. Still no score. We've played almost 2 minutes. Here's a long cross-court pass. The Tigers were not doing well on their passing last night. Too many high floaters, wounded ducks as we call them. Here's Stauffenberg. That was a nice crisp pass, however. Stauffenberg on the right side, outside to Bell. Midway between the two lines in the corner. Tendor has it. Tendor drives to the underneath the baseline to Hansen. Hansen can't shoot. She's blocked out from there. Cross-court pass to Winfield at the free throw line in the lane. Shoots and scores. Megan Winfield.
Finally have basket on the court as we almost went 3 minutes in. There's a steal. Hansen has it. Puts it up and in for 2. Tigers up 4-0.
Here we go. Tigers putting on their defense. There's another, well, let's see. Is it going to be a steal? Yes, it will. The possession error goes to Lander. So 3 turnovers in a row here by the Buffalo Bison. Lander will have 3 possessions in a row. 5:38 to go, period 1. Lander 4, Buffalo nothing. Inbounds pass comes over to Tendor. Tendor in the backcourt now walks it across the timeline. Tendor to the right-hand wing. Stops, makes some directions to Hansen. Now underneath the basket. She can't shoot. Gives it off to Winfield. To Stauffenberg for 3. Yes, sir.
That time, great extra pass from Winfield to Stauffenberg. Kicked it out to the wing, and Stauffenberg was wide open, and she connects from 3.
Lander 7, and there's another turnover by the Buffalo Bison. It goes out of bounds. That's their 4th turnover. Their 4th almost in a row here. 5:10 to go, first period. Checking in is Grace Peterson for Buffalo. Coming out is Danica Boyce, or Danica Boyce.
Tigers with that full court press, something we didn't see them do a whole lot against the Bearcats yesterday.
And it's paying off here against the Bison. Here comes Tendor down on the left-hand wing. On top of the key, Winfield for 3. No, too short. Rebound goes to Hansen. Back to Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell, layup, too short, not good. Rebounded by Kendall Tejan. Tejan brings the Buffalo Bison down court, and she's guarded very closely by Tendor. Finally gets the ball off to Rule. Rule on the right-hand wing. On top of the key it goes now to Rosales. Shot underneath the basket is not good. Rebounded by Lexi Rule. Her shot from the corner is good. Tess Rule, and that's the first points for Buffalo. Goes 7-3, 4:22 to go. First half of play here in Lander. Tigers, the home team, wearing their home white with green letters and numbers trimmed in green. And the Buffalo Bison in black uniforms with gold letters and numbers. All right, here we go. Winfield on the far side. Better get it off. There she does to Hansen. Hansen at the free throw line in the corner. Goes to Winfield. Over to Bell. Now on top to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg across to Winfield. On the right side outside, midway between the 2 lines. Gives it off to Tendor with 3:48 to go. Tendor makes a move to the basket. Puts up a shot. It's too short. Not good. She's knocked to the floor. No foul. And the ball goes to Tess Rule. Rule's going to bring it all the way down to Rosales. Rosales, I'm not sure which one that is. Gives it off to Tess Rule. On top now to Rosales. She drives the baseline, almost traveled. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Hansen.
I think that was Demi Stauffenberg that got in there with the late recovery on defense, knocked the ball out of her hands as she went up for the shot. Buffalo will still have it underneath the Tiger basket.
Underneath the basket is Tejan. Tejan, there's a shot from the free throw line. Up, off, not good by Peterson. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Here comes Megan Winfield down the court. Megan stops on the left-hand wing. Off to Whitney Hansen. Hansen makes a move to the left to Winfield. Winfield at the free throw line across to Stauffenberg for 3. It's not good. Rebound underneath by Tendor. Her follow-up shot is not good. Grabbing the carom there is Cassidy Bessler, who just came into the game. Bessler off to Tess Rule. Rule on the far side to Lexi Rule. Lexi on the top of the key now to Cassidy Bessler. Now underneath the basket. Bessler has the ball blocked, and that's a turnover for the Buffalo Bison, their 5th of the game. Here comes Tendor now for the Lady Tigers. 2.5 minutes to go, first period. Lander 7, Buffalo 2. Tendor makes a move to the left-hand side, gives it off to Winfield. Winfield hands it off to Hansen. Hansen now almost on the left wing. Now she is. Hands it off to Tendor. Tendor on top of the arc. Just underneath the timeline. We got 2 minutes to go in the first period of play. Here's Tendor. She drives the baseline, puts up a shot. It's blocked, out of bounds, and the Tigers will remain.
And both teams so far in this contest are playing man-to-man defense. Tigers are having a little bit better job getting through the man defense, getting scores. Buffalo has not been able to figure this Tiger defense out.
Ryan Bell now on the right wing, dribbling the basketball. She moves down toward the corner, does a 360 move, hands it off to Winfield, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Tigers, their first. Minute 46 to go. Lander 7, Buffalo 2. Coming into the game now, Camry Davis for Buffalo, and she's replacing Kendall Tejan. Buffalo comes into this game with a 15-10 record, averaging 54 points a game. The Tigers have a 20-5 record, averaging 51 points a game. Here we go now. There's Qualm, who just came into the game for Buffalo. She gives it off to Bessler. Bessler to Lexi Rule. Her shot is good. So that makes it a two-point game. A 3-point game, 7-4. Here is Tendor. She has the ball knocked away from her, picked up. Yeah, here we go. Winfield in the corner, throws it away. Second turnover by the Tigers.
That time she's trying to hit the cross-court pass over to Tendor. Was a little bit too high as Tendor and Ryan Bell were both in the same area. Will go out of bounds. Buffalo will bring it down.
Here come the Bison. Grace Peterson with the ball over to Qualm. Qualm back over to Peterson. Peterson makes a drive to the baseline, puts up a shot and draws the foul, and it's going to be against Tendor.
Only the second foul here in the first quarter as we have 51 seconds left. One team foul apiece. That one's going to go on Tendor. That's her first. And the Buffalo player will go to the line for 2.
So we only have, let's see, her first free throw. This is Bessler. No, not good. She misses it. And some more changes coming in. Megan Winfield comes to the bench. Kiera Friday comes in for the Tigers. 51 seconds to go. First period. Second free throw is up by Bessler. It's not good. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. We have a jump ball, and it'll go to Buffalo on the alternating possession. Taking it out is Camry Davis. 48 seconds to go. First period. Lander by 3. There's the inbounds pass, goes to Rosalind, and the ball is blocked, and they call a foul on Stauffenberg. Well, looked like a clean block, but must have got her with the hand. So going to the free throw line now is Grace Peterson for her first free throw attempt. Shot is in the air and good. Lander started this game on a 7-0 run, and now they've been outscored 5-0 here. The second half of the first quarter. Next shot is good. So she gets them both, and it's now 7-6 on our Wild Today scoreboard. Here comes Tendor down with 38 seconds to go. First period. Tendor in the corner. Friday back out on top. Hansen now to Ryan Bell. Bell in the corner to Tendor. Tendor outside the arc. 27 seconds to go to Hansen. Hansen tries to drive the baseline, is blocked out there. She couldn't get any further. There's a 3 ball that's up and off, no good. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Buffalo.
Tendor had a good shot there, good opening as Whitney Hansen set the screen for her off the give and go. Cleared just enough space for Tendor to get a wide open look. Fortunately, just a little bit short. Buffalo have the opportunity to hold it for the last shot with 17 seconds left. Down
court, here comes Grace Peterson. Peterson off in the middle to Tejan. Shots up, not good. Tip is up, and it's good by Grace Peterson. And Buffalo takes their first lead of the game on an 8-0 run. There's a long shot, and the period ends with Lander 7 and Buffalo 8. Back after this.
Build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
We're back at Casper College Thunderbird Gymnasium, the third place game in girls class 3A. Ernie Over and Josh Henninger here. After one period, Lander opened up the game on a 7-0 run, and now Buffalo has closed the quarter with an 8-0 run, and Buffalo leads 8-7 on our Wild Today Media scoreboard. Leading scorer for Lander is Demi Stauffenberg with a 3. Hanson and Winfield each have a basket. And the scoring is pretty even. Grace Peterson with 3, Tess Rule with 3, and Lexi Rule with 3. Tigers have the ball as we start the second 8 minutes of play. McFadden is in the game for the Tigers. And there's a pass inside to Hanson. Hanson on the baseline, can't penetrate there. She tries again. Long cross-court pass to Bell. Bell in the corner, moves it out now toward the center court. She reverses direction, goes back in the corner, now changes direction again. Almost lost a handle on the basketball there. Whistle and a 5-second rule and a turnover. Third turnover by the Tigers. That gives the ball to Buffalo, leading by 1. 30 seconds gone here in the second period of play. Rosales brings the ball down, hands it off to Tess Rule. There's 2 Rules out on the floor. And we have Tess Rule taking a shot up, off, not good. Rebounded, and the ball goes in. Lexi Rule gets the basket, and it goes 10-1, and we have a foul going to be called on the Tigers. And it's going to be on Megan Winfield. Well, they must have a new clock operator today because all the functions are working on the scoreboard clock here.
Yep.
McFadden comes out, Stauffenberg comes in, Friday comes out, and who comes in for her? Was it Tendor?
Tendor, yep.
Yep, okay. So here at the free throw line is Lexi Rule. She has 4 points, and shot's not good. Winfield up for the rebound. Tigers coming down, moving right to left, and a whistle and a traveling on Landers had 4 straight turnovers.
Yeah, that time Winfield got caught a little bit. I think Tendor stopped a little bit short of what she was anticipating, got caught in the middle trying to give off the ball.
For Buffalo now, Rosales, I'll call her, over to Tess Rule. Rule on the left side outside, over to Tejan. Tejan underneath the basket to Boyce. Boyce can't shoot. She fires it over to Rule. She can't shoot. On top now, here's Tejan for 3. It's no good. Rebound on the floor. Still on the floor. Goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. Last touch that time by Tess Rule, who made a swimming motion on the floor.
And the Tigers need to do a better job boxing out. They had more white jerseys underneath there, but Buffalo was still able to get the offensive rebound.
Tendor avoids the double trap on the baseline. She brings it all the way down the floor. Whistle and a push going to be called against Newcastle. Or I'm sorry, we're playing Buffalo, aren't we? Personal foul on Tess Rule. That's her second. Not a shooting foul. So she comes out of the game. Coming in is Bessler. And we have one other player coming into the game. We'll catch up with that here in a minute. Here's Hanson. Hanson to the near side. Tendor in the middle of the lane underneath to Bell. Ryan Bell on top to Hanson. Near side Tendor. Tendor's got a bit of a lane. She throws up a shot and draws the foul.
Oh, good.
That could have been player control.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, but the player moved a little bit too late along the baseline coming over for the weak side help. Tendor originally had a good lane on the drive, but Buffalo came over and had good closeout defense to shut her off from going any further. First free throw is not good. Luckily, Tendor was bailed out with the blocking call. She'll go to the line for one more.
6:09 to go. There's the next shot, and it rolls and rolls and rolls around and finally comes down through. So the Tigers score. They trail now 10-8. 6:07 to go until halftime. There's a steal by the Tigers. Winfield, 3-on-1 in the corner. Hanson, she moves it back now. Tigers going to set up a play. Here's Hanson on top of the key. Moves around to the left side to Bell in the corner. Tendor on the right wing. She makes a move to her right. On top to Winfield. Back over to Hanson. Hanson on the near side now to Bell. Bell does a 360, tosses it over to Winfield on top of the arc, over to Stauffenberg in the corner. She drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Winfield. Winfield now with 5:30 to go until halftime. Lander in the little weave right now. Here's Bell with the ball. Bell on top to Hanson. Hanson on the near side to Tendor. Tendor takes a three. It's in and out. Not good. Rebound by Hansen. The putback is not good. No foul called. And now Buffalo having trouble getting it out of the backcourt. Here's a long pass down court. 2-on-1. Underneath. Layup is good. Nice basket control there by Cassidy Bessler. And it goes 12-8 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Buffalo with a 4-point lead. Here's Tendor. Tendor outside the arc to Hansen on top of the key. Hansen makes a move, has the ball knocked away, and it'll go off of Buffalo Lander. So that's a turnover for Lander, their 5th. And coming back into the game now, or coming into the game is Camry Davis. Coming out of the game is Rosales. Bell comes out for Lander. Darian Bell comes in, so we still have a Bell on the floor. 4:43 to go, 12-8 Buffalo. Here's the inbounds pass, goes to Davis. Davis back over to Tejan. Tejan still in the backcourt. Now she crosses into the forecourt, guarded very closely by Tendor. On the near side, Bessler. Bessler has the ball knocked away, picked up, turnover. Lander has it. Nice work. Whitney Hansen. Hansen drives it all the way down to the right wing to Tendor. Tendor stops, fires a three. It's good! Telling Tendor gets the three, and it goes a 1-point game now, 12-11. Whistle, then we have a foul on Winfield. That's going to be her second as she tried to snare the long pass downfield and crashed into Camry Davis. So now Davis will take it out of bounds. Almost halfway through the second period of play. 4:08 to go, 12-11. Lander trailing.
And
now
that three-point basket is the first score for the Tigers in over 5 minutes.
Kira Friday now into the game for Lander. Good point, Josh. Here we go. Now with the basketball is Camry Davis. Davis has the ball picked. She has her pocket picked again. That's the second straight steal. Here comes Hansen down the floor for Lander. Off to Darian Bell. Darian Bell on the outside loses the handle on the basketball, and it's a turnover. Boy, you've got to keep your focus when you're dribbling. You can't look away. The other team will stick their hand in there and take it away. Down court, here comes Davis. Davis on top of the key to Tejan. Tejan underneath the basket. Whistle, we have a foul, and we have a foul against Lander. And it's going to go against Tendor. That's her second.
That's going to be the 5th team foul for the Tigers. Buffalo has 3 team fouls. 3.5 minutes left here in the first half. Lander has to be careful and not get a couple fouls back-to-back and send Buffalo to the line win in the bonus.
Taking it out is Davis for the Bison. Davis, long pass inbounds to Grace Finkel. Finkel, turnaround jump shot is not good. It's an air ball. Rebounded, shots up, good by 23, Davis.
The Tigers are absolutely getting beat on the boards. Usually they're a really good rebounding team. Today, Buffalo has done a really good job to get second chance points with the offensive rebounds.
Here comes Hansen off to Kira Friday to Bell. Now over Hansen with it. Darian Bell in the game, not Ryan. Here's Ryan Bell on the other side. Ryan underneath the basket, kicks it over to Stauffenberg for three. No, it's too long. And the Tigers don't get the rebound. Pulling it out of there is Hannah Qualm. Qualm quickly down court, gives it to Tess Rule. Rule on the near side now to Davis. Underneath the basket, Finkel. Turnaround jump shot. Blocked shot turns into a foul. She got him on the arm. Personal foul on Demi Stauffenberg and be her second. So going to the free throw line now is Cassidy Bessler, who has 2 points. She's 0 for 2 from the line. Makes this one. And it goes 15-11.
And something Tigers do not want to do is have any of those players that have 2 fouls pick up a third here before halftime.
Next shot, not good. Buffalo gets the rebound, taken away by Ryan Bell. Nice job by Ryan Bell. Cross-court pass goes to Hansen. Hansen quickly across the timeline on the right-hand wing. Hansen moves it to the left underneath to Ryan Bell for 2.
Great vision by Hansen, seeing that Bell was cutting along the key down to the baseline, and she gets it up and in for 2. There's a palming call against Buffalo. There's another turnover. Tigers will have it in the forecourt, looking to tie this game up.
2:13 to go until halftime. That was the 9th turnover by the Buffalo Bison. Here we go. Ryan Bell brings it down court. Off to Whitney Hansen at the free throw line. Drives underneath, lays it up and in. Hansen with a nice drive and a score, and we're tied at 15.
She just cut through the Buffalo defense like a surgeon. Great precision, up and in for 2.
Now and underneath the basket. Up and no, not good. The ball is rebounded by Buffalo. There's another shot up, not good. Another shot, not good. Tigers finally get the rebound as they were boxed out by 4 black jerseys that time, but the Tigers get the ball. Down court, here's Hansen. Off to Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell to Darian Bell. Darian Bell just outside the arc. Bounce pass over to Hansen. Hansen on the left-hand wing. Moves to her left. She's got another lane and bounces it around to Friday. The ball's on the ground, tie, and it'll go to Buffalo. Well, there's one of those cotton-picking bounce passes through the middle of the lane. I've only seen that work once in this basketball season.
Yeah, it doesn't work very often, especially when you have a bunch of people down clogging the lane. That time Hansen was trying to drive it inside. Initially, she had a good lane along the baseline. Buffalo does a really good job coming down with the weak side help, helping their teammate out, closing off the drives inside, and Hansen had no other way to go.
Kendall McFadden back in the game now for the Tigers. Here's Kendall Tejan. Tejan has the ball knocked away. It'll go to Lander. So nice defense underneath by the Tigers. We have 64 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's the inbounds pass to Ryan Bell. Bell brings it down the center of the court, now on the left-hand wing. Reverses direction. On top of the key now. Hands it off to Hansen. Whitney has it all alone on the near side corner. She better get it off to someone. To McFadden. McFadden across the key. She's on top now. Moves to the right-hand side. And there's the bounce pass over to Ryan Bell. Bell's got a little bit of a lane to Hansen at the free throw line. Oh, the shot's not good. And Buffalo wins the blockout contest again. Rebound goes to Danica Boyce. Boyce comes down the court to Rosales. Rosales underneath to Boyce. Now over on the far side to Rule. Her shot's up. No, not good. She gets the rebound and puts it in.
Basket by Grace Peterson.
Peterson got the offensive rebound and the putback there. Buffalo's up by 2. Tigers looking for the last shot. 3 seconds left.
Well, they better get it up. There's a shot by Ryan Bell. Just misses. And at halftime, it's Buffalo 17 and Lander 15. Back after this.
Instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why John Shade is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers basketball on KFCW. For all of your investment needs, call John Shade at 335-7722 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8 minutes, 33 seconds until the end of halftime. Our halftime score is Buffalo 17, Lander 15. And Josh, the Tigers' man-for-man defense was working well there in the early part of the game, and then Buffalo figured it out.
Yeah, they started out with a 7-0 run to begin the contest. They were looking good, producing turnovers in the full court press right at the timeline, and they were doing a really good job getting down in deep and getting some points in the paint. A couple of three-pointers went in for them, but again, they're struggling from beyond the arc. Winfield has yet to hit a three-pointer. Stauffenberg hit one. Tendor's put up a couple shots from beyond the arc and have not had them fall. It's one of those things that they did really, really well against Newcastle after they struggled against Lyman. First time Coach Stauffenberg said in about 4 years the Tigers had a game without making a three-pointer. And then last night against Douglas, they struggled from the three-point line as well, shooting only about 22%. And so far in the game, Tigers done a good job defensively, forcing some turnovers, but then they've also had some ball security issues with a couple of bad passes and just not paying attention and getting the ball poked away from them, something Tigers need to work on, as well as quite a few fouls there. Buffalo didn't end up in the bonus, but you have Winfield with 2 fouls. I think Tendor has 2 fouls. Stauffenberg has 2 fouls. And like Coach Stauffenberg said, you want to sub when you want to sub, not because your players are in foul trouble.
Total rebounds, as you mentioned earlier, Josh, Buffalo doing a better job blocking out under the basket. And the total rebounds, 22 for Buffalo, 11 for Lander, and that includes 10 offensive boards by the Bison and 12 defensive boards. Lander's only gotten 4 offensive rebounds, as Buffalo, as you indicated, has controlled the boards under the basket. Looking at the shooting percentages, the Bison 33% from the field. They haven't taken a three-point shot, and they're 42% from the free throw line. Lander 27% only from the field, 6 of 22, and they are 2 of 10 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So Tigers have a long way to go. They've got to refocus here at halftime. We'll be back with more after this.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Back again at Casper College T-Bird Gym. We're having quite a battle on the floor and in the bleachers. Battle of the bands, Josh. It's, Buffalo and Lander both have their pep bands here, and interesting thing is the fight song is the same for both schools.
Yeah, no, that was fun, and it went into half, and Buffalo played their fight song, and then Lander was like, okay, our turn, and you're like, wait a minute, it's the same. Yeah, there's quite a few schools that have decided that they like that fight song. Was that the third or fourth school we've had this weekend?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we sure have. Yeah, and well, it's called the Washington and Lee March, and that has been Lander's fight song for quite some time. Lander had a 7-0 lead in this game, and Buffalo came back to catch them and lead after one, 8-7. Lander then scored 8 points in the second quarter, but Buffalo had 9. So that's where we are here at halftime, 17-15. The Buffalo Bison leading the Lander Tigers. This is the game for third place here in the girls Class 3A basketball tournament in Casper. Buffalo lost to Lyman last night 37-33 to fall into the third place game. And of course, Douglas had that nail-biting, heartbreaking win over Lander last night, 41-38. The Tigers did just about everything they could. They shut down their top 2 scorers. They scored well under their averages. And the Douglas Bearcats only scored 41 points in the game, and they're averaging 65. So the Tiger defense did a great job last night. Now they need to step up here in the second half against Buffalo.
Yeah, definitely need to do that, have better ball security. Their pass selection has been better than what they had in the second half against the Lady Bearcats, but still some unforced errors and a couple of lapses on defense where they couldn't quite get back in transition, which is something that they struggled with Douglas too. But Douglas is a lot faster team, a lot more athletic. I would say these Lady Tigers have the advantage with athleticism and speed against the Buffalo Lady Bison. But they definitely need to connect more on their shots. They're obviously, to be quite frank, they are lucky to be only down by 2 points. You're getting doubled up on the boards. Buffalo has a lot of second chance opportunities, a lot of offensive rebounds. You're getting beat on the glass. And usually if you win that rebound battle as well as a turnover battle, it's almost a guaranteed win for your squads. Hopefully the Tigers can do better at boxing out, getting some more rebounds, get some second chance opportunities, and have a little bit of improvement there on that three-point shot by Winfield and by Stauffenberg.
Total turnovers in the game. The Buffalo Bison have 8 and the Lander Tigers have 6. And that will be a key here in the second half. You know, as we saw against Newcastle in that first round win, the Tigers were so good on defense. It went right down to the wire, but Lander had some fouls to give at the end, and that made all the difference in the world. Right now, the Tigers have 6 fouls and only 2 against the Bison. So you're going to have to watch the fouls here in the second half.
Yeah, the good thing, though, for the Tigers, fouls do reset in between halves. So right now it's 0-0. Go ahead and get that foul trouble out of your mind. I mean, you got Stauffenberg with 2 fouls, Winfield with 2 fouls, Tendor with 2 fouls. That's 3 of your starters. And it's definitely something Tigers need to look for and make sure that they're a little bit cleaner on their side of the ball defensively. And there's a couple of them that it looked like they were clean blocks, but it looked like follow through. Stauffenberg got in on the hand. And you just need to keep up with their active hands on defense. Double teams, traps at half court, full court pressure. Get those steals and get those transition buckets to help them get this lead back and be able to extend it against Buffalo.
Whitney Hansen will take it out as we start the second half of play. A fresh 8 minutes for the third period. And the teams are back out on the court now. They're resetting the clock to 8 minutes. Official hands the ball to Hansen. And we are underway. There's the inbounds pass to Talene Tendor. Tigers have Tendor, Ryan Bell, Megan Hansen, Demi Stauffenberg, and Megan Whitfield. And right away there's a turnover. Buffalo all the way down, lays it up and in. That's the Danica Boyce, and it's 19 now to 15. Again, looking at ball control issues for the Tigers. Here's Bell on top of the key, rolls over to the right-hand corner. She's in the corner now, looking for someone to give it to. There's a little pass over to Stauffenberg under the glass, lays it up, it's short. Rebound fought for Hansen, and looking down the court, Bessler, and it'll go to Buffalo on the alternating possession.
And that time, Stauffenberg, a little bit of tunnel vision. She's trying to drive inside, was looking down to make sure she didn't lose the ball. Didn't see her teammate Winfield wide open from her hot spot in the corner.
Down court, here's Davis underneath the basket. Shot is up, off, not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg for the Tigers. And Buffalo goes way back on defense now. No full court pressure. Kendor on top. It's still a man-for-man defense. Here's Winfield. Winfield dribbles it across the key to Ryan Bell, right-hand wing now. Ryan dribbling it, moves it to the left-hand side, gives it, no, she doesn't give it off. She drives the lane, throws up a shot and draws the foul.
Yeah, that time she knew that the contact was coming. Threw it up looking for the foul. She does get it. She'll go to the line for 2 as that foul is on number 2 of Buffalo, her first.
Catherine Teachin at the line. Ryan Bell, shot is up, good. Ryan gets the third point of the game for her. And it goes a 3-point game, 19-16. Second free throw, good. Nothing but nylon on that one, 19-17. Lander trails by 2. Here's the press breaker, effective. Rosales down the court, has the shot blocked. Nice block. Was that Whitfield or Stauffenberg? Stauffenberg down to Tendor. Tendor over to Winfield. She launches a 3. It's not good. And Buffalo boxes out. Getting the rebound is Tess Rule. Down court it goes to Rosales. Whistle, and she's fouled and knocked out of bounds. And that'll be Whitney Hansen, maybe?
I think so, yep.
Yeah, Whitney Hansen gets the personal foul, her first.
And that time, Tigers are coming down. Buffalo had 2-on-1 fast break. Good recovery by the Tigers, but unfortunately their momentum carried them into the Buffalo player.
Rosales has it now on the inbounds pass over to Tess Rule. Back to Rosales underneath the basket to Teachin. Now there's a turnaround jumper by Boyce, rebounded, and the ball is down. Lander comes away with it. It's Talene Tendor. Tendor fought real hard to get that rebound. She was triple teamed and managed to come out of there with the basketball. So here's Tendor now on the right-hand wing. She drives the baseline, throws up a shot, and the ball is go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lander as Buffalo threw that out.
Yeah, I think Tendor was expecting to get the contact and the foul there. Buffalo players seeing that decide to lay back and not go into the body. Luckily, on the rebound attempt, Buffalo threw it out of bounds at the scorer's table. Tigers will have it right at half court.
5:50 to go, period 3, 2-point lead. Here's Ryan Bell in the lane. She throws up another one, and we have a foul. And the foul on Kendall Teachin.
They're going to say it was on the floor.
Right. Here's the inbounds pass to Ryan Bell. Bell at the baseline, near side on top to Stauffenberg to Winfield on the left wing. Winfield at the baseline, blocked out there, gives it back to Ryan Bell. Ryan dribbles it across the key, stops, fires it left side to Tendor. Tendor now brings it back out. Goes to the right side. There's another bad pass, but fortunately, Bell intercepted the other pass on the other way. Three-pointer by Bell is not good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lander.
Yeah, that time there's a collision of about 3 bodies. There's a Buffalo player and Megan Winfield that went to the floor. It looks like it was number 30 for Buffalo that was the last person to get her hand on it. Tigers will still have it out of bounds in front of their own bench.
5:12 to go, third period, Buffalo by 2. Here's the inbounds pass to Tendor. Tendor calls some instructions out, moves to the right-hand side now, blocked at the baseline, under to Stauffenberg. Her shot is too strong off the glass, and they're going to get Stauffenberg with a foul on the reach-in.
That's going to be her third.
Yeah, that's a third personal foul.
They gave it to Hansen.
Oh, they gave it to Whitney? She wasn't even in there, was she? Well, I guess she was. They called the foul on her. 5:01 to go, 19-17. Buffalo by 2 in this low-scoring game. Whistle, timeout. What are they saying? That's Scott Quayle out there.
Yeah, bench warning on Cyril Stauffenberg.
Well, okay, so we got a bench warning. He's picked up one in every game this year except for the state tournament. That's his first. Down court, 2-on-1. The ball's knocked. And a foul or a kick ball by Stauffenberg. Boy, that was close. 4:49 to go, 19-17. Here's the inbounds pass underneath. That was a travel.
Yep.
Yeah.
They called it. Far side official saw it, and he called it off immediately. That's another turnover for Buffalo. Tigers will have it trying to tie this game up.
10th turnover by the Lady Bison. Here comes Tendor all the way down underneath to Winfield, over to Stauffenberg, to Hansen. Hansen outside the arc. Now she drives in the lane, puts up the shot. No, it's not good. And the rebound goes to Buffalo. They're just controlling the boards today. Down court, all alone. Rosales can't shoot, so she brings it out on top now to Bessler. Bessler back over on the near side. Shot up off, not good by Tejan. Rebound goes to Tejan. Tejan on the far side outside. Underneath the basket, there's a shot up, not good by Peterson. Lander comes away with the rebound. Megan Winfield. Well, the Tigers finally get a rebound there on the defensive boards. Whitney Hansen brings it into the forecourt, off to Tendor. Tendor drives the baseline underneath, puts up a shot and is fouled. She's counting on those fouls.
Yeah,
because her shots aren't nearly on target.
That time she drove inside, had a little bit of wiggle room along the baseline, put it up. Again, the weak side help came down along the baseline, slid down, but hacked her on the arm, kind of sent her off balance. She'll go to the line for 2.
And the first one rolls in and out, not good. 19-17, we haven't had any scores here for a long time. We've only had 5 points scored in this quarter. Tendor coming up for his second shot. And this one pops in, pops out. And it remains 19-17, 3:46 to go, and a turnover again by Buffalo on a bad inbounds pass.
That full court pressure, Tigers doing a really good job. Even if they don't get a hand on it, they're making those passes go just enough awry that Buffalo keeps turning over.
Tendor on top of the key, drives the baseline, puts up the shot, and it rolls right off. Buffalo right there for the rebound. Coming away with the basketball is Bessler. Down court, underneath. And a hammering foul by Tendor prevents the basket by Gracie Finkel.
Man, I tell you what, Tendor turned on the Jets that time, coming down for the chase down block, but on the follow through, it did hit the Buffalo player on the hand. That's Tendor's third foul.
Free throw is good. Goes 20-17. Next free throw up by Buffalo. Shots in the air. This one's not good. And the rebound, we have a foul going to be charged on Danica Boyce. That'll be her first. She came down over on the top and picked up the foul. So Hansen will take it out. Hansen into Tendor. Tendor brings it down the court, right-hand side, stops on top, off to Hansen. Hansen drives the lane in underneath the bell for 7. Oh, the shot's not good. Rebound goes to Buffalo. Tigers just can't buy a board here. 3:11 to go, third period, 20-17, Buffalo with the lead. Here is Davis on the far side outside, kicks it over to Bessler. Bessler on the near side to Tess Rule, underneath to Boyce. Shot's not good. Rebound and a foul on Stauffenberg as she slapped the ball away but got the body too. No, they're calling it on Ryan Bell.
Ryan Bell.
Well, that's a surprise.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, we'll take it. Her first. Shot is good. And it goes 21-17. Finkel is now 2 of 3 from the line, and it's a 4-point game. Now the shot's up, not good. Buffalo gets the rebound. Tigers just can't buy a board. There's a shot from on top of the key, not good. Well, we get one that time. Megan Winfield all the way down court to Talene Tendor. 1-on-1, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Buffalo. Oh, yeah. That's a bad break.
No, it went off Tendor. She had it blocked, tried to get back, collected again before it went out of bounds, went off her left hand.
Yeah, I know that's a bad break for the Tigers, not a bad call. Here's the call down court. Here's Finkel. Finkel underneath, whistle, and a foul is going to be called on the baseline against the Tigers. Boy, the fouls are starting to mount up. And it's against Whitney Hansen.
And Tigers now have 5 team fouls, And Buffalo has 4. That one's on Hanson. The board has her for 2, but I believe that's her 3rd.
That's what I have for her is 3.
Yeah, they accidentally, that last foul when we thought it was on Stauffenberg, they put it on the board for Stauffenberg, but it was on Hanson.
Yeah, here's the inbounds pass. Comes in. There's a shot for 3. It's up, off, not good. Ball rebounded by Buffalo. In the middle, there's Boyce off the glass for 2. 23-17. Tigers down by 6. 2:15 to go, third period. They've got to get the scoring ramped up here. Here's Ryan Bell. Goes across the key. Gives it off to Winfield. Winfield over to Danica. Or not to Danica. Darian Bell. Darian Bell with the ball. Cross court it goes to Winfield. Minute 58 to go. Winfield loses the basketball and it'll stay with the Tigers.
And I think Megan's starting to get a little bit frustrated. I don't believe she has any points yet in the contest. She's put up a few three-point shot attempts. She does have 2, okay, and hasn't been able to connect yet.
Here's the inbounds pass from Hanson to Ryan Bell. Under 2 minutes to go now. Bell on top of the key. Looks to the right side. Now changes directions. Gives it off to Stauffenberg. Off to Hanson at the free throw line. Back to Stauffenberg on this side. Trying to set her up for a 3, I think. On the near side, Hanson. Hanson across the key now to Bell. Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell off to Stauffenberg for 3. And it's too strong. Rebound by Hanson. Whistle. We have a jump ball and Lander will retain possession.
That time Tigers finally got somebody inside to at least contest for the rebound. Good tie up there by Buffalo. Tigers will still have it underneath the Buffalo basket.
Stauffenberg into Hanson. Hanson in the corner. Out on top now to Stauffenberg back on the near side. Her three-pointer is not good. Well, they're having trouble shooting from outside and they can't penetrate on the inside. That's a problem for the Tigers right now. 22, Cantrell roller. All alone, laying it up. And boy, they set that one up beautifully for Grace Peterson. And it's an 8-point lead now by Buffalo. A minute to go in the third period of play. 25-17. Tigers are not hitting the 3-ball today. Here's Hanson in the lane. Oh, she just throws up a shot, but fortunately draws a foul. And it's going to be on Kendall Tejan, her third on the play.
5 team fouls apiece, 50 seconds left here in the third. Hopefully the Tigers can get a couple fouls against Buffalo quick so they can get the advantage with free throws in the fourth quarter.
That's only the third point of the quarter scored by Lander, and it's 25-18. Only 3 points in the quarter, Josh.
It's tight, like you said. They just can't buy a rebound. They can't buy a bucket either.
Next shot, good. Well, she got them both, and it's now a 6-point lead, 25-19 on our WYO Today scoreboard. 40 seconds to go here, third period of play. On the ball is Rosales, gives it off to Bessler, back to Rosales. Rosales on top now to Tess Rule. Far side it goes to Bessler. Bessler under the basket, and a foul is going to be called as Boyce goes for the line, and she's knocked to the ground. And it's Megan Winfield. And that'll be her third.
16 fouls.
At the line is Danica Boyce. She's a senior. Shot is up. No. Bounced off the right side. I think she might be the tallest player out there.
Oh, yeah.
Other than maybe Stauffenberg might come close. There's the next shot, good. So he gets 1 of 2, and it's 26 now to 19. Tigers bring the ball down with 25 seconds to go in the third period. In the corner is Darian Bell. Ball's knocked away out of bounds by Buffalo. Lander will have it with 15 seconds to go.
Smart play by Hanson there, letting it go out of bounds, knowing it. Buffalo touched it last, so she didn't get herself in a trap situation.
Here's Bell on the left wing, off to Stauffenberg, 9 seconds to go. Hanson at the free throw line, drives the lane, underneath. Oh, the shot hits the bottom of the backboard, And that's the end of the third period of play. And after 3, it's Lander 19 and Buffalo 26.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Well, there's 8 minutes left in the Lady Tigers season, and they trail 26-19. Excuse me, a 7-point deficit. Buffalo will have the ball to start the third period, the final period of play. Inbounds pass comes to sophomore Tess Rule. On the near side now to Peterson. Underneath the basket to Rosales. Whistle, held ball, and it'll go to Lander.
Good job on the tie-up there by Whitney Hansen. Seeing that the ball was out there for the taking from the Buffalo player, she ties him up. Just perfect time without hitting her hand. Tigers will get possession of the ball.
Full court pressure now. Inbounds to Tendor, and she's going to break the pressure easily. She's going to go all the way down to the baseline to Winfield for 3, in and out. No, not good. Rebound by Hansen. Her shot is up and not good. Tip is good by Stauffenberg.
That time Tigers got back-to-back offensive rebounds, get the third chance opportunity. Stauffenberg with the tip in for 2.
Now down court. Oh, left all alone under the basket was Peterson, and she now has 10 points, and it goes 28-21. Tigers had narrowed it to 5. Now it's back up to 7. Here's Ryan Bell. Bell drives in the baseline, gives it over to Winfield on the outside to Stauffenberg. Now to Tendor. Tendor on the left side stops back to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg outside to Hansen. Hansen at the free throw line. Tendor for 3. It's short.
Not good by Tendor. Buffalo's coming down. Fast break. Number 30 puts it up. That one's up and in. Stauffenberg left all alone trying to guard 2 people. Buffalo takes advantage. They'll extend the lead to 9.
Okay, Tigers trail 30-21. Here's Tendor. She drives it all the way in and draws the foul. Boy, the Tigers can't let Buffalo get ahead very much anymore.
No, and they're, again, just like they struggled against Douglas, they're not getting back and helping out on transition defense. Buffalo's taking advantage with the fast break points.
Tendor's free throw is good. That's her second free throw. 8-point lead now, and Tendor goes to the line for 2. She has 5 points in the game. Taline dribbles the ball a couple of times, eyes the hoop, and this one falls through. So she gets it both, and it's 30-23, a 7-point lead. Timeout on the floor.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Well, we were just talking off mic. This slow start and not really good offensive performance by Tigers. Could that be an emotional hangover from last night's close loss?
I think so. They were looking like at first half, definitely looking like they were going to take that and advance in the championship and beat the 3-time defending champs Douglas. But it looks like Tigers maybe have a little bit of emotional hangover today.
Cantrell Rosales with the ball on the near side now to Tejan. Tejan outside the arc, looks underneath the basket to Patterson. Her shot's not good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Must have been Stauffenberg or Hansen that touched it last.
Must have.
Here's the inbounds pass. There's a long 3-ball that's up off, not good. Rebounded by Stauffenberg. Outlet pass to Ryan Bell. Tigers need more stops and some points. Here's Tendor. Tendor outside the arc, doesn't take the shot. Over to Hansen. Hansen at the free throw line. Tries to move in, doesn't. Back to Tendor. Tendor on the left-hand wing now, almost lost the dribble. Cross court to Ryan Bell. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bell, guarded very closely. Bell underneath the basket. Lost the basketball, picked up by Stauffenberg. Lucky break for the Tigers. Off to Tendor. Tendor drives the basket, throws it up and in. Finally, she gets one. And it goes 25-30, only a 5-point deficit. 5:30 to go in the game. Buffalo brings it down on the right wing. Kendall Tidgeon off to Peterson. Peterson back over to Boyce. Boyce from the corner. There's a 3-ball. Up off, not good. Buffalo gets the rebound. Here we go with Rosalind. Rosalind over far side to Bessler. Back over to Tejan. Underneath the basket to Boyce. Shots up, not good. Whitney Hansen goes for the rebound. Tigers can narrow the score if they can get a basket here. Whistle. And we have a blocking foul going to go against
Boyce, I think.
Yeah, I thought so too, against Boyce. Yeah, 40, Boyce. That is her second personal foul.
7th team foul for Buffalo, so Winfield will go to the line for the 1-and-1 bonus.
Megan has not been to the charity stripe today. This is the first, and a timeout called by Cyril Stauffenberg, and we'll take a timeout with him.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Lander has the basketball at the free throw line with Megan Winfield. This is her first attempt tonight from the charity stripe. Eyes the hoop, got it. She'll have one more.
And that's exactly what the Tigers need to do with the advantage with the 1-in bonus. Buffalo's not in the bonus yet, but the next foul by the Tigers will put them there.
Winfield gets the second point, and that's also what you want to do. You want to score points without the clock moving.
Exactly.
3-point lead now by Buffalo. Tigers trying to claw their way back in. 4:50 to go in the game. Here's the pass in the inside, almost knocked away by the Tigers. Comes out on top to Tejan. Tejan around the horn, it goes to Rule. Rule back to Tejan outside the arc on top of the key. Now on the inside, it goes to Finkel. Finkel back over on the near side to Rule.
Double dribble.
And a double dribble. All right, there's a stop. Tigers need to score here with 4.5 minutes to go to tighten this lead. They trail by 3. Full court pressure by the Bison. Inbounds pass to Bell. Yeah, had a momentary block there. Ryan Bell has it. Bell across the key it goes to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg near side to Tendor. Tendor's got a lane. Lays up and in.
Right.
Colleen Tendor. And a timeout called. It's a 1-point game. And we have a what?
What?
A warning on White. I don't know what it is. Stauffenberg goes like, what? What the heck happened? I don't know what happened. That's the second warning against Lander in the game.
I think that one was against the player, though.
That part it would have been. Here's Peterson for Buffalo. Whistle. Oh, they're going to call Megan for a foul. She slapped the ball, and apparently the follow-through got the arm. So that is Megan's fourth personal foul and puts Buffalo in the 1 and bonus. At the line is Peterson, who has 12 points, now 13 as she makes the free throw, and it goes 31-29. Lander had scored 7 in a row before that. Peterson now coming up. She has 10, 12, 14 points in the game. 32-29, 3-point lead. We're exactly halfway through the fourth period of play. 4 minutes left. Here comes Tendor. Tendor down the lane on the left-hand side. Tendor moves now to the right. Down the middle of the lane. Off to Stauffenberg for 3. Got it! Stauffenberg gets the 3, and it is a tie game, 32-32. The Tigers have come all the way back. Down court, here's Peterson trying to get the ball away. Whistle.
Foul?
Oh, foul on Tendor. That's her fourth.
Now they're going to start calling this game super tight.
So going to the line now is Peterson, who just hit 2. She's 4 for 4, has 14 points. Shots up, good. Man, that was ticky-tack if there was anything. You want the play to be consistent by the officials, not let them play and then start calling the little tiny things.
Exactly.
16 points now, and it's a game that goes 34-32 down in the corner. Winfield has it. Tigers trail by 2. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. There's the handoff to Tendor. Tendor at the baseline, can't shoot. Oh, she throws it into the hands of a Buffalo Bison. 8th turnover for the Tigers. Tigers back on defense. Here's Tejan with it on top of the key. Buffalo content now just to run some time. There's Rosales. Rosales back on top to Peterson. Peterson underneath. There's a layup that's good by Tess Rule. 37-32. Time's running out on the Tigers here, Josh. They've got to start scoring. Here's Bell underneath the basket. She is fouled and will hit 2 shots.
At least they're calling it tight on both sides. I'll give them that. Bell go to the line for 2.
Well, that's what you want is consistency.
Yep.
Yeah. So Ryan Bell is 2 for 2 at the line. She has 4 points in the game. Tigers trail by 4. Shots good. 33-36.
And that's the 4th foul on Tejan. She's going to come out and be replaced. 18 fouls apiece, so both teams are still in the 1 in bonus.
Got the second one too. So it's a 2-point game. 36-34. Buffalo with the lead. Buffalo comes down. Long pass down court to Rule. Rule on the left side outside. Whistle is going to be called on Tendor, and that's going to be 5 on Tallene. Tallene fouls out of the game with 2:41 to go. And she ended up the game with 10 points.
And just one great season there by Tallene Tendor. She was the defensive powerhouse for the Tigers, always had the active hands on defense, a lot of steals, a couple of good assists, and when she needed to drive inside, even though she has the small stature, she'd do a really good job getting inside and getting open layups.
Bessler at the free throw line, shots good. 37-34, 2:39 to go in the game. Bessler's next shot coming up here. She got that one too. So it's 38-34, a 4-point lead by Buffalo. 2:37 to go in the game. Here comes Ryan Bell down the court for the Tigers. Ryan on top of the key. Off to Hansen. Hansen drives the baseline, puts up the shot and gets it. Hansen with the hook shot. She's got 8 points and the Tigers are within 2. It's 36-38. Here comes the big Boyce, the post on the upper post, gives it over to Peterson. Peterson in the corner, lays it up and good. Boy, that has been working all night long for Buffalo. and it's 40-36. We've got only 2 minutes left in the game. Here comes Bell. Bell off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg gives it to Darian Bell. Darian Bell on the near side. Back over to Stauffenberg. 1:51 to go in the corner. Winfield. Winfield can't shoot the three. On top to Bell for three. It's not good. And Buffalo gets the rebound as they box out again. 1:40 to go. They're leading by 4. Underneath the basket. Boyce misses it. Rebounded. Oh, boy, that was a big rebound by Stauffenberg. Down court to Ryan Bell. 1.5 to go. Bell travels with the basketball, and it's a turnover, Lander.
I thought they were going to call the reach in on Buffalo as they reached inside, but it give them for the travel. Cyril Stauffenberg wants a timeout. Looks like it's a full. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Well, we're down to the nubs here, Josh. 1:27 to go. Lander trails by 4, and Buffalo will have the ball. Tigers have had their chances here tonight, but just can't put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, when they went on that 7-0 run to bring it down to a one-possession game, looked like it was visible defense tenacity picked up for the Tigers, and they're able to force some turnovers. And now, and one of the things I've seen of this Tiger team, when it gets close and they're trailing, it almost looks like they panic or they start thinking too hard, and they get those unforced errors.
Here's the inbounds pass, goes to Tess Rule in the back court. She races all the way to the forecourt. She's on the right-hand side. Passes over now to Rosales. Rosales in the corner on the right side. They're running some clock here. 1:10 to go. On the near side, Rule. Rule on top of the key to Tejan. Tejan back over to Rule. Now 1 minute to go in the game. 4-point lead.
Need to foul.
Tigers have got to come in here and get that ball back. They're not pressing.
Foul.
Here is Tejan. Tejan on top. Gives it off to Rule. No foul yet. Tigers only have 47 seconds to go. And Stauffenberg is yelling for him. They let 17 seconds go off the clock.
Yeah, he had it clear back at the 1 minute mark. He made the motion to foul, and Tigers were not coming up pressing enough to get the foul against them.
Okay, so here we go. At the free throw line is Grace Peterson, who's hit 4 in a row. Make it 5 in a row. Well, this could be the dagger for the Tigers. 5-point lead, only 43 seconds to go. Hate to see a season end like this. There's the next shot up, and no, it's not good. And Buffalo gets the rebound again. Tigers get the rebound, and there's a foul called by Darian Bell. Well, 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. The Tigers trail by 5. At the line again is the free throw shooter. She misses 2 in a row. And that's Grace Peterson. And we have a timeout by the Buffalo Bison. We'll be back.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Back again as Sweet Erickson, Casper Thunderbird Gym. 40 seconds to go. Lander trails 41-36. They got really close this afternoon. They got to within 2 points after a 7-point run, but since that time, they've been outscored 3-2. That's the 5-point margin, and the person you don't want to foul is there at the free throw line. It's Grace Peterson.
She has missed 2 in a row, though. She missed the first one on the double bonus. Hopefully she does that as well. Tigers need to get the rebound.
Nope, she got it. 6-point lead, 2 possession, 42-36. Here comes the Tigers now. 30 seconds to go in the game. Winfield over to Hansen. Hansen off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg doesn't shoot the 3, goes in the lane, is knocked down, rebound by Winfield. She got it and won. So Winfield gets the basket. Is it too little, too late? Personal foul is going to go against Peterson, her second. 19 seconds to go. The Tigers trail by 4. Really need this free throw here by Whitney Hansen to and a takeaway then with a 3 to tie the game. 19 seconds to go. Shots up. Oh, it's not good. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to the Buffalo.
No.
Man, that was a tight call.
Teagan touched it last, most definitely.
Okay, the Tigers have a timeout. It's a 30. Let's keep it here, Josh. 18 seconds to go. Tigers just came in today. They started like they were going to go to the championship game, scored 7 in a row, and then they were outscored for the rest of the period, and it went 10-7 before they were able to score again, and giving up 10 straight points there in the beginning.
Yeah, and then in the third quarter they came out of the locker room really slow too. I believe it was only a single-digit scoring effort for the Tigers in the third quarter, and they just could not do anything to beat that man-to-man defense by Buffalo. The full-court press, they were able to break it pretty well, but when it came down to the half-court sex and man-to-man defense, Tigers were not doing enough to get an open opportunity.
Okay, 18 seconds to go. Here's the inbounds pass. They're doing it effectively. Tejan all the way down. Finally is fouled by Stauffenberg with 14 seconds to go.
That's her 4th?
That is her 4th.
Number 10, Billy Stauffenberg.
Yep, her 4th personal foul. And at the line now is Kendall Tejan. She hasn't scored, hasn't been to the free throw line. Until now, she scores. Okay, 43-38, 5-point lead. That pretty much does it for the Bison. They'll win 3rd place here in the state 3A tournament. Next shot, good. She got them both. 44-38, just 10 seconds to go. Here's Bell down court underneath the basket to Hansen. Shot's good. Lou and Hansen gets the basket, but that's it. The final score, Buffalo 44 and Lander 40. Lady Tigers are eliminated from the state basketball tournament after having such a great season, Josh. They won 19 games in a row. Then they beat Newcastle here at the state tournament for their 20th win, and then they dropped 2 games in a row. Lost to Douglas last night, 41-38, and then here to the Buffalo Bison, 44-40. Just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, one of those things. You look at that game against Lyman and the regional championship game. You look at that game against Douglas last night, and then the game against Buffalo today. All 3 of those contests, they had really bad three-point shooting. When you have a lot of your offense set on the given side and then kick it back out to your perimeter shooters to get those threes, you live by the 3, you die by the 3, and unfortunately, Tigers, when they couldn't get it to go in, it's exactly what happened, and all 3 of those losses here in postseason play were a big benefactor was ball security and not getting your three-point shots to fall.
Okay, we've got the 3rd place trophy being presented to the Buffalo Lady Bison. Looking at our stats, official stats of the game, Lander was 3 of 18 from outside the arc. 3 of 18, that's just 16%. They shot 27% from the field And the good news is they got 73% from the free throw line, but the shots didn't drop this afternoon for the Lady Tigers. Talene Tendor and Whitney Hansen both had 10 points in the game. Demi Stauffenberg 8, Megan Whitfield 6, and those were the only Tiger scores. On the other side, Grace Peterson mainly through the free throw line, 6 for 6 from the line, 6 of 11 from the field, 18 total points to lead all scorers. She was the only Bison in double figures. But for the Tigers, and I have to mention, this is the Click It or Ticket postgame show. For the Tigers, it's all over but the tears.
Yeah, pretty much. And Tigers came in with a lot of high hopes, and they had the upset win against Newcastle, looking like they're going to upset the 3-time defending state champs, Douglas Lady Bearcats. Unfortunately, fell a little bit short, and I know it's not the ending that the girls were wanting, not the ending that Coach Sarah Stauffenberg would want, but these girls got to hold their heads high. I know they came into this year as one of the favorites to go far in the tournament, and they did really well with that long winning streak. A lot of good things to look forward to, and you have some good players returning for the Tigers next year with Megan Winfield and Talene Tendor coming in. You got your three-point shooter come back and your defensive stalwarts come back. So that'll be the end of basketball season for us. It won't be too long till you hear Tiger Sports on the air again. Travis will be doing the Tiger soccer program. I believe their first matchup is on the 18th of March up in Jackson. So you will be able to hear some soccer again this year on KFCW, as well as Riverton soccer as well. So don't fret, you will hear some more Tiger athletics here as we round out the end of the spring and the school year.
Our final score again, 44-40, and Buffalo with the win over Lander. It's been my pleasure to have you as my partner this year, Josh Henninger, and we'll maybe hook up again on the radio sometime. That's it for the Tiger basketball season. Lander ends the year 20-6. We've got to go to make way for another broadcaster. Thanks back for all the engineering help at the studio with Kirk Baxter. Thanks to Kevin Shield, General Manager, for allowing us to do these games. And special thanks to all our Tiger sports sponsors to make these broadcasts possible. On behalf of Josh Henninger, this is Ernie Over. Good afternoon from Casper.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.